Hi, everybody. There it is. Well, we are on. Hi, everyone. What?
Well, your other thing isn't on.
We're right here, though. I can see us over here.
Okay, it's just the button there. We're frozen in that.
Where are we frozen? Charlie says we're frozen.
No, we're just over there.
Yeah, right. But it's happening. Hi, everybody.
All right.
Thanks for coming. Hi, Jan. Jen Fisher, Janet Peterson. Hey, you two. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Boy, we're glad to see you today. We're having a Monday, even though it's Tuesday, and we're trying out a new backdrop for you. We had a discussion with a beloved family member who is an interior designer, and he suggested we needed a simpler backdrop. So we have. You have to tell me how the new countdown notice works. I'll let you know, Raleigh, when I find out. Hey, Harriet. So we have a new backdrop. We're downstairs today. We're no longer in my office. We are in the living room. And we're trying to have a simpler backdrop for you so that you are not distracted by all the things in my office that used to be behind us. So we're trying this out, right, Charlie?
That's right.
Is that true?
We have a whole new venue today.
A whole new venue. It took a little more time and a little more setup. And we went on vacation this weekend. We went up to my brother's house in New Hampshire, and I pitched my tent in his backyard, and I slept in it for one night. And the second night there was a huge thunderstorm, so I slept inside. And we tried out masking with a family member. You guys have perhaps already tried that. When we were on the screen porch, we didn't wear masks. But when we went in the house, we tried to remember to wear masks. It's hard to put on a mask with your brother. It's just, it doesn't compute. But we tried. And this song is a song that, it really helps me out to sing this song. And it's about tents. There's tents in it, I think. Maybe there aren't tents in it, but there's beautiful summer lawns. 6 limousines pulled into my driveway. 3 were gray and 3 were black. 6 chauffeurs got out of 6 front doors and opened 6 doors in the back. And from each limousine came a part of a heart, like the kind you would see on a card from Hallmark. Each piece was carried by a family of ants, and on the lawn it looked like each part of that heart together to become one. I did not know what that heart might mean, why it arrived in 6 pieces in 6 limousines. Limousines carry power, ants usually do not, and maybe in the ant world these ants were big shots. The ants camped out with the heart in the fine summer weather, and I watched as they slowly sewed it together for a while there. It looked like Frankenstein, but a heart without some stitching is hard to find. The limousines left, but the ants stayed. And each morning they circled the heart, and they prayed and they sang it ant hymns and ant lullabies, and the scars on that heart healed by and by. One morning I looked out and the ants had gone, and the heart looked quite alone out there on the lawn. So I went out to see. I found a note there for me. It said, "With you we all abide. Your heart has arrived."
Oh, look who's here. Hi, Claude. Hi, Barb. Hi, Bonnie Vining. You are a cowgirl. Thank you, James McCracken. I'm a cowgirl. I like that. Hi, Matthew Ryan. Hi, Tom Smith.
Hey.
Yay, Terry Shinesite. Hi, Becca. Nice to see you again. We
Okay,
didn't see
yeah,
you last week,
missed you
Becca.
Last week, Becca.
We hoped you were okay. So the other thing that's going on is tomorrow Charlie's having this big surgery. He's having the cataract thing happen, right? Is that what we can call it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he might have read just a little too much of the informational packet this morning. It's better sometimes not to know all those things.
No, it's just when you have to read the same simple packet 10 times over and you still can't remember it. It's like,
Yeah. And yet again, we're having one of those weeks where we go, wow, we had another one of those weeks. Holy cow. I'm not used to looking at myself without my glasses on when I stare at this screen now. Charlie said yesterday, why don't we try contacts? So today we tried the contacts. Because I went to my eye doctor yesterday and they gave me disposable contacts. I throw these out every night. It feels very weird. So this is because we went on vacation, I said to Charlie, because we won't be rehearsing quite as much, because we often spend part of the week thinking, what will we play for you guys? And so I gave us permission to play kind of whatever we want, and maybe songs we played before, which of course is going to happen more and more as we go further and further into our pandemic concert series. Hi Meredith, thank you.
so what are we playing?
We're playing the Bluebird.
Okay.
Because I was feeling a little. This is.
It's our new favorite right now.
Where have you gone, my happy?
I'm in the wrong key. Whoops, that's why it's so low. Sorry, everybody. This is better. Does that look better? Yeah? Okay. We're having kind of a Monday, sorry, even though it's Tuesday.
Where have you gone, my happy bluebird? Your summer song like I never heard. Now the mornings are dark, the afternoons are gray. The best I can do is get the wood laid away, for the winter has a song. We learn it by degree. We sing fa la la lo. The wind and cold, all the happy has fallen from me. Where have you gone, my bluebird? Where have you gone, my bluebird? I know that I am made like a handful of thorns. Reach for the petals and your skin will get torn by the nettles that hide in my wide open field. I was never good at soft, but I'm pretty good at real. Now the winter has a song. We learn it by degree. We sing fa la la lo. The wind and cold, all the happy has fallen from me. Where have you gone, my bluebird? Where have you gone, my bluebird? Once the summer queen danced with the prince of the dawn, and the lightning bugs shined all night long. Now the mornings are dark and the afternoons are gray. The best I can do is get the wood laid away, for the winter has a song. We learn it by degree. We sing fa la la lo. The wind and cold, all the happy has fallen from me. Where have you gone, my bluebird?
getting Charlie. I could see he was gonna start crying when we sang that. Oh, and we got a request, Charlie, for "We Touch Nothing in Maine." That's our second request for it. So you know what, Nancy, we're gonna play it. Let's do it. Please play the song you wrote about Maine. Okay, let's do that one. We haven't rehearsed that one, so that'll be really interesting. Let's see. So this was written based on the fact that, for those of you who haven't heard it before, is that there was a lot of talk about 3 weeks ago about going to Maine, and Maine is still asking you to quarantine for 2 weeks if you go. Although New Hampshire, where we went, is not anymore, and is my native state. I feel that I should be able to go to New Hampshire. Although I don't think did we actually encounter anything in New Hampshire? We went to one farm stand to buy some asparagus. That's what we did. We tried not to touch anything in New Hampshire either. But this was about going to Maine, and I heard about someone had a friend who had gone to Maine for the entire weekend, back when they were asking you to quarantine, which of course is still now. And she'd only stayed for 2 days, and quarantining for 2 weeks in Maine hadn't looked like it was happening for her. And I thought, well, I wonder if she just said she didn't touch anything there. Oh, and the Luggable Loo appears in this song, and I used it this weekend for the first time in my brother's backyard. I took everything so that I could camp. I tried it all out. The Luggable Loo, it's going to work, but it's definitely better if your friend says you can come in and use the bathroom. All right, Charlie, good luck. Here we go. So this is "We Touched Nothing in Maine." We went to Maine, you might ask, how did we do it? Not infect Maine with Massachusetts. Here's our refrain: we touched nothing in Maine. We brought our own water, we packed our own food. We even brought our Luggable Loo so we could sing our refrain. We touched nothing in Maine. Doo-doo, doo-doo, we touched nothing in Maine. We got gas at the border, half a tank, then we quit. We had to turn around at a gun quit. We were behaving, we weren't planning on staying. I'm just saying, we touched nothing in Maine. Doo-doo, doo-doo, we touched nothing in Maine. So if you're going to Maine, pack out your waste like the national park. You wanna leave no trace, 'cause it would be a shame to leave it in Maine. Doo-doo, doo-doo, we touched nothing in Maine.
Not anything.
Doo-doo, doo-doo, we touched nothing in Maine. You might ask, how did we do it? Not infect Maine with Massachusetts. Here's our refrain. Ready? We touched nothing in Maine. Nice. Might be a Facebook or Ecamm innovation. Instead of getting no access until the moment of going live, Cozy's page had a countdown today. Oh, it did. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Raleigh. Good to know. So that was "We Touched Nothing in Maine." Reba Heyman. Oh, Reba, you made it home safe. I'm so glad you're out of Florida. I love that photo of you in your picture in the train. Hi, David and Leanie. So, Charlie, let's do the pomegranate seed.
Okay.
We haven't, as I said, we're trying to also not just do the same song. So we have not, I don't think, done this in our pandemic performances. Maybe we should call them that. And we used to play it a lot in concert. So this has a little story that I'll tell you. Chazzy, you ready?
Yep.
I should back up a little bit because the guitar gets loud. I can't remember if I start playing this. There once was a young girl named Persephone. She was the daughter of very powerful parents. Her mother, Demeter, was a master gardener, and her father, Zeus, had some sort of corporate job that made him feel that he ruled the world. Persephone was their only child, and they wanted to give her the perfect childhood. Like the Buddha, all darkness would be kept from her. She would see only the beauty in the world. She was sent to an all-girls boarding school and an all-girls college somewhere in the Boston Beltway.
And life was so perfect for Persephone that when Hades rode by her dormitory in the spring of her senior year on a black motorcycle with a black leather jacket, he was the most exotic thing she had ever seen. And she climbed on the back and they rode off to San Francisco, where they lived in a basement apartment and read Russian novels. Persephone tried to bring Hades home for family holidays, but quickly this became apparently a bad idea, and she has learned to leave Hades on the West Coast. So on the first day of spring, Persephone flies home to Marblehead, where she helps her mother with the gardens for the summer. And then on the first day of fall, Persephone takes another plane back to the West Coast, where Hades now lives in another basement apartment in Seattle. And he writes computer code for Facebook. Used to be Microsoft, but I've changed it to Facebook. And life goes on like this for Persephone for a number of years. In her early adulthood, it does not occur to her that she has gotten in a boat. And it is traveling down one particular river. And then a few years go by, and as we will, Persephone starts to look around. She says, I have gotten in a boat, and it is traveling down one particular river. And more years go by, and Persephone comes into the center of her adulthood. She says, I must decide if I am going to claim this boat, claim this river as the river of my life. So she sticks an oar in the water, and she writes a letter home. Well, I swallowed a seed in the dark long ago. A girl who needs her mother will do anything she's told. It was Hades, his horses, and then it was my cries, the innocent losses, the breaking of the ties. Mother, do you follow? Mother, do I lead? Mother, I have swallowed the pomegranate seed. And you weep when I visit for the damage that was done. When I leave your fields in autumn, you're not the only weeping one. For I can still hear that frightened young girl calling out for rescue from the underworld. Calling, Mother, do you follow? Mother, do I lead? Mother, I have swallowed the pomegranate seed. Oh, but in the darkness and the heat, in that sacrificial deep, he said, open, you are the seed. And in your mother's daylight, there is wrong and there is right. But here is just desire and need. And for all I lost, I know where it all starts. The seed finds life in the dark. Mother, do you follow? Mother, do I lead? Mother, I have swallowed the pomegranate seed. Oh, Mother, do you follow? Mother, do I lead? Mother, I have swallowed the pomegranate seed. Nice. Oh, JB, hi. JB, you posted Rise Out of the Water, and we actually have that on the list for today. Thank you. So, you want to try it?
Rise Out of the Water?
Yeah, you want to give it a go? Let's give it a go. It wasn't quite the one that we were going to play next, but he just sent that in, so let's do that. This is a song that I was looking for when my previous long-term relationship with TR was breaking up. I was looking for the myth of divorce and the mythic characters who would be the mythic characters for divorce, kind of like Persephone. I was looking for like a Persephone
character that would be able to personify a healthy divorce. I was unable to find any, because for the most part, at least in the Greek and Roman mythology, when they break up, they try to kill each other, which, you know, it's actually quite understandable, but it really wasn't a useful positive narration. So I kept looking, and what I ended up coming up with, and I came up with, because like these things are often, I think the mythic figures, if we know about them, they often show up, I think, in our dreams or in our thoughts, because they are a large psychological energy force in the world. And so what showed up for me was the story of Arthur and Guinevere, who we don't really hear much about what happens once Guinevere takes off, but it seems like Arthur kind of like lets her go and isn't particularly vindictive about it. I don't know why I keep looking at Charlie like maybe he knows more about the myth than I do. And the reason I ended up keep writing the song, because an image kept showing up in my head of, there's quite a Victorian painting of a woman's hands, a woman's hands coming out of a lake with a sword coming out of it. It's I guess if somebody was saying it's a romantic painting or one of those things. And I kept seeing the sword coming out of the water when I was trying to both work out what a healthy divorce would be and write this song. So this is a letter from Arthur to Guinevere, telling her he's going to be okay. Things got complicated and things got hard when someone pitched a tent in our backyard. The good went bad, the bad went good. This did not end the way I thought it would. And no one was wrong and no one was right. No one was sleeping too well at night. Up in the tower, the queen is crying. Someone has to say the kingdom is dying. Rise out of the water, I will believe in the cup of human kindness. There are reasons to leave. See what comes over the castle wall. We try and we fail, we rise and we fall. Sometimes we find the kingdom renewed. Can you hear Guinevere? What I am telling you. Rise out of the water, I will believe in the cup of human kindness. There are reasons to leave. The lady of the lake held a sword in her hand. She rose out of the water and said, if you do this right, you can go down in darkness or go down in light. It is not explained, it might be revealed. The kingdom falls, the kingdom is healed. Rise out of the water, I will believe in the cup of human kindness. There are reasons to leave. Rise out of the water, I will believe. That's our new ending. We just came up with that 2 days ago, I think. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, Raleigh, Raleigh says we're hitting it out of the park. That's very sweet, Raleigh.
Oh, that's
Thank
nice,
you.
Riley. That's
Thank
one of
you,
my That's one
Harriet.
of my favorites.
Thank you very much. Oh, George is watching with Becca. How cool. Hi, George. So, Charlie, I think you're up. Time for your song, and then we'll do, let's see, where are we at? No, it's time for your song, and then we're going out, I think. So, we're going to do one
Really?
song. Yep.
You
I
sure?
mean-
Maybe you should just do one more.
Well, no, I think you need to do one. If they want to stick around, we'll do an extra one. But
Okay.
it's time for you to do your song. It's the new background. This is the first time I've been able to. You are both. Oh, thank you, Andreas. Um,
I need a capo.
You need capo here. So as Charlie's getting ready, hi Ellen Frohart, hi John McLean, nice to see you guys. Thank you for cheering us up. We were having a rough morning, so we're glad that you're here. It's just a time. I was thinking today is July 7th, and I'm one of those people who loves the summer, so I was thinking, the summer, we're in the middle of it now. How do I grab it before I'm stuck again inside? And anyway. You guys is on fire. Oh, thank you, Julie Snow. Julie, I want to come camp in your backyard, but I'm not sure my loo is completely functional for Charlie. All right, anyway, let's play a song. Okay, go.
So this is a song I wrote that it kind of talks about how I got here to where I am today. Can't remember what it's called, but
I think it's called Love Goes On.
Love Goes On. I had a hole where my heart should be, and nothing could fill that hole in me. The hourglass was running down, and oh, that sand made such a lonely sound. And I couldn't spend any time on my own without this aching deep down in my bones. Drinking and dancing and getting high was the loneliest way to feel alive. And I was writing all these songs about all of the ways that love goes wrong. Very fast.
It's kind of fast. Can you slow down?
So much time for looking through my eyes, and so much time to study all of my lies. It turns out what felt right to me was a one-way path to misery. And I was writing all these songs about all of the ways that love goes wrong. And I learned how crazy I can be, and I learned that crazy's bigger than me. Finding out that what we feel is love. It's the same old sad story, the one with all the pain, and I don't want to go there again. I have a chance to start over again, and I'm as happy as I have ever been. And all those ways I was before, well, I don't have to go there no more. And I've stopped writing all these songs about all of the ways that love goes wrong. Yes, I want to write my love a song about all the ways that love goes on.
Nice, Charlie. I had an idea while Charlie was singing. Can we go out on Julie's song?
Oh, sure.
So this is what happens when I say, hey, let's play this song. So we're going to play one more song. Some of you have to go.
I hope I don't.
Our friend Julie wrote this beautiful song. And I just saw that she was here. And I'm not even sure what key we do it in. Do you remember?
No, I don't.
So here's the real, the real process here. I think we do it here.
Which is what?
No, I'm always telling you. Oh, I know, it's down here. Try an F. I know I'm always telling you that you should stand and fight. That sorrow is the enemy. It sucks up all the light. But today I saw a herd of cattle. I think they've got Okay, we're gonna start again. Shoot. Think they've got it right. Think they've got it right. We should all lie down in the rain. All right, we're gonna try again.
So it's 1-4.
Yeah, I know I'm always telling you, you
you should stand and fight. That sorrow is the enemy, it sucks up all the light. But today I saw a herd of cattle, I think they've got it right. We should all lie down in the rain. The Hereford, the Holsteins, the deer and the caribou, they always seem to know exactly what to do. They gather close together, and just as if on cue, they all lie down in the rain. We should all lie down in the rain. It's a futile endeavor, fighting the pain. We should do what our four-legged friends know to do. Gather together and lie down in the rain. How do they know to do it? To wait for the storm to pass, to lie down in the comfort of a bed of leaves or grass. I think somehow they understand the darkness cannot last when we all lie down in the rain. We should all lie down in the rain. It's a futile endeavor, fighting the pain. We should do what our four-legged friends know to do. Gather together and lie down in the rain. 4, 5, 1. So let the tears wash over you, let the heavens cry. Let the long gray shadows drift on by. The ones with fur and 4 legs, they never do ask why. They just all lie down in the rain. We should all lie down in the rain. It's a futile endeavor, fighting the pain. We should do what our four-legged friends know to do. Gather together and lie down in the rain. Gather together and lie down in the rain.
Beautiful song. Julie.
Isn't that a beautiful song? And that's what we need to do, is lie down in the rain and stay in our own backyards until it passes. I just love that song. That's Julie Snow's song, Lie Down in the Rain. Thank you all for coming this week, and we'll be reading through your comments. I hope you stay safe. Don't go to Maine, or if you do, don't touch anything in Maine. I don't know what to tell you, but thank you so much for coming and listening to us. You really cheered us up today. We're accepting feedback on our new background. If you like it, we'd love to know. Thanks, Tom. And we hope to see you next week.
Wish me luck on my eye operation.
Yeah, wish Charlie luck on his eye
I
operation.
guess it's pretty simple, but it's still scary.
Yeah. We love you guys. Be safe. Bye.